Confidence is not something you are born with or without. It is something you can create, strengthen, and activate at any moment with the right approach. And in this first part, we focus on understanding how quickly your mind can shift when you take control of your thoughts with intention and clarity. The truth is, most self-doubt does not come from reality, but from repeated patterns of thinking that have been unconsciously accepted over time. And the moment you interrupt those patterns, you begin to take your power back. In this exercise, you start by becoming aware of your internal dialogue, because the way you speak to yourself shapes how you feel and how you act. Instead of allowing negative thoughts to run automatically, you consciously replace them with strong, clear, and positive statements that reflect the version of yourself you want to become. This is not about pretending or forcing belief instantly, but about guiding your mind in a new direction that supports confidence instead of fear. As you do this, your brain begins to respond differently, and your emotional state starts to shift in real time. Pair this with controlled breathing, taking slow and steady breaths to calm your nervous system, and you create a powerful combination that grounds you in the present moment. Your body and mind are deeply connected, so when you change one, you influence the other. This is why posture also plays a critical role. Simply standing or sitting upright, lifting your head, and relaxing your shoulders sends a signal to your brain that you are safe, capable, and in control. These small adjustments may seem simple, but together they create a noticeable and immediate impact on how you feel. The key is consistency in applying these techniques, even when you do not feel confident at first, because confidence grows through repetition and reinforcement. Over time, what once felt like an effort becomes natural, and your default state begins to shift toward calm assurance. You are essentially training your mind to respond differently to situations that once triggered doubt, and this gives you an advantage in every area of your life. Whether you are preparing for a conversation, facing a challenge, or stepping into something new, you now have tools that allow you to reset your state quickly and effectively. This is where real empowerment begins, not from external validation, but from your ability to guide your own thoughts, emotions, and actions in a direction that supports your growth and confidence. Building on this foundation, the next step is to strengthen your confidence through the intentional use of spoken words, because what you say out loud carries a unique power that reinforces your internal beliefs and shapes your emotional state in a deeper way. When you speak with clarity and conviction, even if you are still developing confidence, you begin to influence both your mind and your body to align with that expression. This is why affirmations, when used correctly, are not just empty phrases, but focused statements that direct your attention and energy toward a more empowered identity. Inspired by the teachings of Dr. Joseph Murphy, the idea is that your subconscious mind responds strongly to repetition and emotion, so when you combine both, you create a lasting impression that gradually transforms your mindset. Start by choosing a few simple statements that feel strong yet believable, such as, "I am calm, capable, and in control," or "I handle challenges with confidence and clarity," and repeat them slowly with intention. The key is not speed, but presence, allowing yourself to feel the meaning behind each word as you speak it. As you continue, you may notice a shift in your tone, your breathing, and even your posture, because your body naturally follows the message you are delivering. To deepen the impact, you can pair your words with subtle physical actions, such as placing your hand over your chest or maintaining steady eye contact with yourself in a mirror, which strengthens the connection between your thoughts and your physical state. Over time, this practice begins to replace hesitation with certainty, as your mind becomes more familiar with supportive and empowering language. It is also important to eliminate or reduce negative self-talk, because even casual or joking remarks about your abilities can reinforce doubt without you realizing it. By becoming more mindful of your language, you take control of the narrative you are creating about yourself every day. This does not mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect, but rather choosing to respond in a way that supports growth instead of limiting it. As you continue practicing these verbal techniques, you will find that your reactions to pressure begin to change, and situations that once felt intimidating become more manageable. Confidence, in this sense, becomes a skill you actively build rather than something you wait to feel. With repetition, your voice becomes steadier, your thoughts become clearer, and your overall presence becomes more grounded. This transformation happens step by step, word by word, as you consistently reinforce a mindset that supports strength, resilience, and self-assurance in every situation you encounter. As you continue developing this rapid confidence reset, the final step is to fully integrate physical movement with your mental focus and verbal direction, creating a complete alignment between your body, mind, and emotions that produces a powerful and immediate shift in how you feel. Your body is not just a passive participant in your confidence. It is an active driver of your emotional state, constantly sending signals to your brain based on how you move, stand, and carry yourself. When you intentionally adjust your physical state, you can influence your mindset far more quickly than through thought alone. Begin by engaging in small but deliberate movements that express strength and control, such as standing tall with your feet firmly grounded, rolling your shoulders back, and lifting your chin slightly to open your posture. These movements may seem subtle, but they communicate confidence to your nervous system and reduce the physical patterns associated with hesitation or fear. Adding light motion, such as walking with purpose or using controlled hand gestures, can further reinforce a sense of direction and certainty within you. At the same time, maintain steady breathing and continue repeating your chosen affirmations, allowing all three elements, movement, breath, and language, to work together in a synchronized way. This integration creates a feedback loop where each action strengthens the others, making the overall effect more powerful and longer-lasting. Inspired by the principles taught by Dr. Joseph Murphy, this approach emphasizes the importance of consistent repetition and belief, as your subconscious mind absorbs not only your thoughts and words, but also your physical expressions. When all of these elements align, you begin to embody confidence rather than simply think about it. This embodiment is what allows you to carry this state into real-life situations, whether you are entering a room, starting a conversation, or taking on a new challenge. Over time, these practices train your body to default to more confident patterns, even under pressure, because you have rehearsed and reinforced them regularly. It is also important to recognize that confidence does not require perfection. It grows through action, even when you feel uncertain at first. Each time you apply these techniques, you are strengthening your ability to respond instead of react, giving yourself greater control over your experience. As this becomes a habit, you will notice that confidence is no longer something you search for in critical moments, but something you can activate almost instantly. This is the true value of a 3-minute reset, not just a temporary boost, but a reliable method you can return to whenever needed, allowing you to face life with greater assurance, presence, and personal strength.